Ito ang mainit na balita at trending ngayon sa mundo ng social media. Matapos sagutin ng Kongreso kung paano makakalaya sina Ka Eric at Dr. Badoy, may matinding resback dito ang mga kilalang Duterte supporter. Ano nga bang dahilan? Well, let's find out. Ayon kay Congressman Tambunting, isa lang naman ang gusto ng Kamara para makalaya na itong si Ka Eric at Dr. Badoy. At ito nga ang aminin kung sino ang kanilang source sa Senado.
Right now, what you want is for him to identify the source. He named that is an employee of the Senate, and I think he's also duty bound to make sure that that person exists at hindi po katang-isip ang ito.
Matatandaan na pinag-utos din ni Senate President Mig Zubiri na dapat gawin ang nararapat para ikanta ni Ka Eric sino itong source niya sa Senado. At kung hindi kakanta, abay ikulong sa Kamara. Kaya naman, to the rescue ulit ang kilalang Duterte supporter sa naging pasya ng Kongreso.
Ang Korte Suprema pa rin ang magsasabi kung tama o mali ang ginawa ng Kongreso. Makapangyarihan man lang kayo. Totoo, makapangyarihan kayo mga congressman. Totoo, kinukuyog nyo ang mga pumupula kay Speaker. Totoo, kaya nyo magpakulong. Pero tanging Korte Suprema lang merong karapatang sabihin kung sang-ayon ba sa saligang batas ang inyong pagkakakulong. Tignan natin. Baka mapahiya kayo, ha? Mambabatas na baka madeklarang lumabag sa karapatan. Eh di ba? Dahil sila mambabatas, dapat alam nila kung ano ang saligang batas. Dapat alam nila kung anong batas. Pero alam lang nila, budget, projects.
Mainit naman ang naging pahayag ng kilalang freedom advocate at isang abogado tungkol sa mga birada ni Roque at mga legal counsel ni Ka Eric at ni Dr. Badoy.
Sobra na ang kasinungalingan nila Eric Celes, nila Lorraine Badoy. Sabihin ba naman nila na si Martin Romualdez ay gumastos ng 1.8 billion sa foreign travels lang? At syempre, pinapalabas din nila na ang mga kongresista ngayon, ang kongreso daw ngayon ay napasok na ng mga komunista. At mayroon daw sa buhatan ang mga komunista at si Martin Romualdez at ang mga kongresista. Wow! Ay! Mark Tolentino, Rolex Suplico, nakakahiya kayo sa profesyon nating mga abogado sa totoo lang. Sa totoo lang. Wala naman kayong pinagkakaiba na kay Roque.
May matinding pahayag naman si Attorney Trixie sa naging trato ng ilang congressman na mainitin ang ulo tulad na lamang ni Congressman Akop.
Yung galit, tingin ko yan walang lugar yan. Parang how do you protect yourself from angry statements of a congressman na harap-harapan. Tapos pag sumagot ka, sasabihin bastos ka. Di ba? Yun ang ayoko doon. Parang, teka muna, saan ako lulugar? Pinatawag ninyo ako dito, I'm trying to answer, pero pag sumasagot ako, pinapagalitan nyo ako. Pag nag-i-explain ako, papagalitan nyo din ako, tapos sasabihin ninyo, I have no monopoly on patriotism. Wala namang sinasabi si Lorraine na ganon.
Dapat talaga may batas na tsugi din yung mga nambabastos na opisyales. Dapat tinatawag yung mga yan. At dapat yung liderato ay hindi rin nagtitiis ng ganyang klaseng behavior.
Ang malaking tanong, ano nga ba ang mangyayari sa prangkisa? Well, ayon na din kay Representative Johnny Pimentel na posibleng lagasan ng prangkisa itong nasabing network. Hinahanap naman ng iba nating kababayan si Congressman Marcoleta kung ano ang kanyang pananaw patungkol sa issue ng nasabing network. Mala ABS-CBN ba ang kanyang birada o hindi natin siya makikita sa buong pagdinig?
There is a need to include there is a need to mention the 2016 arbitral ruling because we want to highlight our compliance with the UNCLOS. They're saying China is saying perhaps that we cannot implement the arbitral ruling. The mere fact that we are including the nomenclature arbitral ruling, making reference to it, is in fact an implementation of the arbitral ruling in itself, Mr. President. Because if other countries would recognize this Philippine Maritime Zones law, they would, in effect, recognize likewise the effects of the arbitral ruling. And to cite a few, they would be recognizing our sovereign rights insofar as the West Philippine Sea area is concerned. They would recognize the rights of our fisher folks. They would recognize our rights to explore, direct to bank, etc., etc. So the arbitral ruling is needed to be cited because it would clarify and expand the provisions of UNCLOS itself, Mr. President. So we will now be putting greater emphasis on our law enforcement rights, Mr. President, especially as regards foreign vessels, Mr. President. And, Mr. President, number two, and this is very important, the artificial islands, Mr. President, which was mentioned in the ruling itself. The artificial islands constructed in the area, for instance, of the Mischief Reef, Mr. President. So mahalaga po ito, Mr. President, dahil lalawak po yung pagkilala sa ating karapatan at magkakaroon po ng mas maliwanag na laman yung atin pong partisipasyon sa UNCLOS. While certain claims under the arbitral ruling, certain claims by the Philippines were not recognized by the arbitral court, the reference, the need to cite the arbitral ruling in the Maritime Zones Law, this proposed measure, would in effect implement through domestic law the United Nations Law of the Sea. That's number one. And more importantly, Mr. President, once we incorporate this in our own version of UNCLOS, it in effect would be part of a subsidiary source of international law, Mr. President, because the 2016 award is a subsidiary source of international law. And politically and diplomatically, by including award references, we will be enhancing the diplomatic position of the Philippines, Mr. President. So if you're asking, alin ba yung mga lugar na hindi naman tayo talaga manalo na binigay sa atin ng arbitral court, hindi rin naman po binigay sa China yun eh. Hindi rin naman po binigay sa China yung, hindi naman po sinabi na sa China po yung Baho de Masinloc, yung Scarborough Shoal. Hindi rin naman po sinabi na yung Kalayaan Island Group ay bahagi ng Exclusive Economic Zone ng People's Republic of China. So lahat pong ito na sinasabi na hindi po islands, hindi could not generate their respective territorial seas or exclusive economic zones, hindi po ibig sabihin na dahil hindi po binigay sa atin, hindi po pabor sa atin. At hindi po ibig sabihin dahil hindi po inaward sa atin, hindi na po dapat nating sabihin na isama or incorporate yung arbitral ruling. The arbitral ruling was a form of a leveling the playing field insofar as our claims are concerned, Mr. President. Hindi po natin, lahat po ng submissions natin, bagamat hindi natin lahat nakuha, ito po ay tagumpay sa atin, Mr. President. And we have to enshrine our victories through this legislation. For instance, Mr. President, the Scarborough Shoal, under the arbitral ruling, and I quote, the tribunal finds that with respect to the Philippine submission, that the Scarborough Shoal has the ability to sustain human habitation and have its own exclusive economic zone or continental shelf, while we were not lucky enough to secure a positive ruling on our submission number 3 because the arbitral court considered the Baho de Masinloc as rocks. Hindi naman din po binigay yan sa China. So yung kine-claim ng China, hindi rin nila maipapatupad. So Mr. President, I think the arbitral ruling should be included and be highlighted in our maritime zones law because we are a good member of the international community and we abide by international laws, Mr. President. So it is, again, to reiterate, it is the implementation through domestic law of UNCLOS.